Let's get into this particular female here. As I said at the beginning of this live stream, I don't know her, so I don't have anything against her. This isn't me hating. This isn't me having an axe to grind. This isn't me bashing women. I'm just reacting to what you put on social media. It's not like I went to your page and I dug up a video. No, this is something that you put out publicly, like a public service announcement to men who are interested in dating you. And I want this young lady to understand something. Making a man pay a $500 fee, what is he gonna get? Because I guarantee you, he's gonna be doing most of the talking. He's gonna be the one keeping the date going. He's gonna have to not only pay that fee, is he gonna have to pay for the date too? Is he gonna have to pay for your Uber? Like you're putting a dollar amount on your time, and the only type of women who put a dollar amount on their time are women who sell themselves. Women who sell themselves put a dollar amount on their time. And that is what Nietzsche, the boss right here, is doing. She's putting a dollar amount on her time. When you put a dollar amount on your time, you're basically saying that you're for sale. That's what you're saying. You're like an OnlyFans model that sells videos on top of the subscription fee, right? But also you have these women that are meeting these men and sleeping with them, and they're charging fees to get flued out. And I'm not saying that's what she's doing, but you're putting a dollar amount on your time. And when you put a dollar amount on your time, one, you're going to come across a lot of unsavory men, right? You're not going to come across a man that's actually going to want to be with you for who you are, but because you're in a bad place as far as relationships and men is concerned, now social media has made women believe that they're more valuable than they really are. It is more women than they are men. There's always going to be women to choose from. Men will never run out of options when it comes to women. Never. That's why men are getting their passports and going overseas, because there's even more options over there. And those women have they still have their mental faculties. They still have a respect level for men. The majority of Western women in America, Canada, the UK, they don't have a respect level for men. Australia, they don't have a respect level for men. They think that men owe them something. They think that they are owed something by men. Make sure y'all like the stream. But that's why these men are going to these other countries. And y'all can try to shame these men all you want to, but they're just exercising their options like y'all do. You're putting a dollar amount on your time. There are men who are going to say they're not interested. They would rather spend that $500 traveling, right? Dealing with women who aren't broken, because women in America are completely broken. That's why the majority of them are single. That's why you have women making videos about how you got to pay that $500 fee. It's like, for what? What am I going to get paying this $500? What am I going to get from you that's going to justify me paying a $500 fee? That's what most of these guys are going to ask, because your time is not going to be enough. It isn't. That is why women nowadays are so dysfunctional that they are putting a dollar amount on their bodies. This is where we've gotten to. But then they claim that men don't respect them. I mean, geesh, it's hard to respect somebody that's putting a dollar amount on their time. How are we supposed to respect that? How are we supposed to respect that? What's up, Loving Homes? Make sure y'all like the stream. Let's get into this video right here. All right.
Due to the fact that men make my ass itch, I have decided that I am single, celibate, and no longer willing to date anyone.
Now, I want y'all to key in on something. You hear women say a lot that they are single, but they never say that they are celibate. A lot of these single women, even though they say they're not in relationships, even though they say they're not dealing with nobody, they never say that they're celibate because these women are still screwing. But I guess she's saying she's not doing that either.
However, if you insist on taking me on a date, there will be a $500 fee. That $500 fee can be paid through Zelle, Cash App, or Apple Pay. I'll send you my phone number and you can send the motherfucking funds. Then we can discuss an arrangement. However, if you decide that you're going to text me or call me before you send the motherfucking funds, you will be blocked. Yeah, that's how we're going to do that.
It's clear that she's hurt. Somebody done hurt her. But I want to hear from not here, but I want to ask the questions. I know I like to ask questions to the audience that are listening because I know y'all got questions. I'm going to ask you questions, especially the women that are listening. You say that you're willing to go on a date, but you want a $500 fee. What type of man do you think you're going to have do that? Seriously. Like seriously, what type of man do you think that that's going to bring into your orbit? Because life is all about energy. You know what type of energies you're going to be bringing into your life saying this? Because what happens when that person feels like they didn't get their money's worth? They didn't give you. Are you charging extra on that $500 fee for something? Like seriously, this is what scrippers and some other women charge when they're doing things, right? They charge a fee up front. What type of woman do y'all know charges a fee up front before you see her? What that sound like, family? Like, what that sound like? I have never heard of a woman charging a fee for something unless she's doing a service. Whether, you got women that do hair and nails and makeup, maybe they charge a fee before they do it. But the only other profession where a woman wants a fee up front before she even meets the man is a woman who is selling herself. She's an entrepreneur in selling her body. Like she's a body entrepreneur. That's the only other time that you will see a woman want that fee up front before you even meet her. She said, don't even call unless you sent that fee. Now, yeah, down payment. A down payment. She want that down payment. She want a down payment just for a date. Are you going to charge extra for certain things? Like what extras am I going to have to charge? Are you going to charge me? What extras am I going to be charged? What I mean, is the date itself? I know I'm gonna have to pay for the date. Am I gonna have to pay for your Uber? Do I pay to talk to you after the date? Like, am I gonna have to drop another cash app? Am I gonna have to cash app you some more money for what I'm saying, for some extras? Do you have a list of extra things that you do? Like what are we talking about here? And this is why a lot of these women meet the men that they meet. They end up with the men that they end up with. Because look at what they are bringing into their energy, their orbit. Look at the types of individuals that you want around you. Do you really want that type of energy around you? And let me say this too. The men that she sleeps with, I guarantee you she ain't asking a dime from those men, because I know you women and I know that y'all ask nothing of the men that you sleep with. You only want this type of fee from a man that you're not attracted to. Let's be real about this. When a woman is attracted to a man, she ain't asking him for nothing. She ain't asking him for nothing. She's not asking him for no $500 fee, but from men that because she looks at her comment section. She sees you men there, and she's saying to herself, "Why don't I finesse these guys since they want to take her on a date so much?" She's saying, "Why can't she just finesse them?" Because she's not attracted to y'all whatsoever, but she can get some money out of y'all. That's her mindset. And that's why she'll continue to be single and not taken seriously because of things like this. Shout out to Raphael. Says Chad and Tyrone are not paying, only Sims value her. They not. The men that she sleeps with, she ain't asking a dime from them. This is why she's doing this, is because she's used to dealing with men that don't have nothing. So because those men don't have nothing, you know.
Chad and Tyrone are not paying, only Sims value her.
Appreciate that, Raphael. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. So she's going to ask of the men that she's not attracted to, because trust me, the men that she are attracted to, she's not asking them for anything. She wants y'all, the men that she's not attracted to. And I can probably tell she's not used to going on dates anyway, because if a woman is used to going on a date, this is not something that she's going to put out there. She's not going to put this out there.
Due to the fact that men make my ass itch, I have decided that I am single, celibate, and no longer willing to date anyone. However, if you insist on taking me on a date, there will be a $500 fee.
Right, Control. The men that she sleeps with she pays for their, right, she buying them new Air Jordans. She's paying to get their hair cut or hair braided. Probably buying them new tattoos.
That $500 fee can be paid through Zelle, Cash App, or Apple Pay. I'll send you my phone number and you can send the motherfucking funds. Then we can discuss an arrangement. However, if you decide that you're going to text me or call me before you send the motherfucking funds, you will be blocked. Yeah, that's how we're going to do that.
Again, ladies, dating is transactional if there's mutual giving, right? If you've agreed, let's say a woman has agreed to sleep with a man for a certain amount of money. You made an agreement that you'll go on a date and he'll give you money or gifts or whatnot, and you'll do this, right? That actually goes on a lot too. But to demand fees from men that you barely know, because she's talking about men online. She's not talking about men in her city. Maybe men in her city. But any one of you guys that are willing to pay to take her out. Now, what I want to know is she willing to fly in? Or she's talking about in her city? I mean, is this where we are? Ladies, you have to want more in life than a transactional situationship with a man. You know, you definitely want a man who's willing to take care of you, but you're demanding money of men you barely know. Yeah, she wants a trick. If you want a sugar daddy or a trick, just say that. You know, you want a sugar daddy or a trick, just say that. Instead of making it seem like, you know, men want to go on a date with you so bad. So you saying, you know what? I don't want to deal with y'all men, but if you pay me this amount of money, I'll deal with you. Why? Why don't you go on? I guess because she's been unsuccessful dating. There's a lot of unsuccessful women out here, unsuccessful dating wise women out here who blame men for everything. They blame men for why they are unsuccessful in relationships when men have nothing to do with the men. You know, if you choosing the wrong men over and over and they have destroyed you, that has nothing to do with me or any other man. But these women get into these dysfunctional relationships for years and they become numb to what an actual relationship really is because they don't know what a real man is. They're dealing with beta males who pretend to be masculine alphas, but she's really been dealing with a bunch of beta males who are dysfunctional, who have trauma themselves that they've never gotten over. And these women getting in relationship after relationship after relationship with those type of men, and you expect them to change? They're not going to change. They're really not.